This Indian startup wants to make habitats for humans in space. It's runtime, so here's everything that happened in Indian tech in the last 24 hours, summed up in under 3 minutes. Let's go. First up here, Bengaluru-based space tech startup Akshalabdhi has raised $1.2 million in their pre-seed round, and they're developing something called Antariksha. This is an expandable space habitat designed for humans to live in space. These space habitats would be used for orbital logistics, microgravity experiments, and defense applications, and this $1.2 million pre-seed will be used to support projects like inflatable solar arrays, analog studies, and the orbital launch of their first MVP. And it's also worth noting here that this startup is incubated at IISc Bengaluru and IIT Roorkee. Alright, next up, Mumbai-based PlayStation has conducted their largest pilot ever with a customer. So PlayStation has built a pick-and-place machine that can sit on your desk, and it basically automates the process of assembling a PCB. Now, this is building on Lumen PNP, which is an open-source pick-and-place platform, and the founder of PlayStation, Vishal Tejwani, has made a couple of upgrades to this platform that allows PlayStation to be controlled wirelessly. Now, the news here is that Prakash Tadlani, who is the director of Top Sale Appliances, was able to assemble 5,000 boards with his PlayStation unit, and his goal is to scale to 15,000 boards per month. This saves him 20 rupees per PCB, which equates to 3 lakh rupees at 15,000 pieces, which is the cost of this machine. So basically, the machine pays for itself after 1 month. Now, currently, Top Sale Appliances is assembling most of their PCBs in China, and so this machine would allow them to indigenize that process. Now, after PlayStation, Vishal Tejwani is working on Solder Station, which is a made-in-India reflow oven that he's building from scratch. Alright, next up, Bengaluru-based consumer electronics brand Creo has launched their first gaming monitor, Obsidian. This is a 27-inch high-performance display for gaming, and this thing took 10 months to build. The founder of Creo, Ishan Sukul, told me that the hardest part about taking this thing to market was actually convincing Indian contract manufacturers to work in smaller batch sizes. Now, it's worth noting that the actual display panel itself isn't made in India. There are actually no display panels made in India. Panels come from Samsung, Hisense, BOE, and LG, but Creo is hoping to bring the share of Indian components in this display to between 30 and 40% in the next few production runs. And apart from this, Creo is also working on an indigenous micropad, which is basically a control board with knobs and programmable keys, and between 60 to 70% of the components for this micropad are already made in India. Alright, that's all the Indian tech news that I have for you all today and for this week. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.